Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, the running back has it. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Garcia. But he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuck. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's loose. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wide open spaces. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Golden Flashes are on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Golden Flashes will line up to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Caught over the middle. It's Pittman. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far.
0.
First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense. Dropping back, making it look like it's pass. Slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Oh, better look out! A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Wants to go up top on first down. He lost one down the sideline. Got it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Caught behind the line. It's Pittman. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
This time on target. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Martin.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Catch in the middle. It's Berry. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the golden flashes are flying down the field.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The golden flashes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Berry. He's got him. Oh, a lot of space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Well, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback.
There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal. And the Noles line it up with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. 2nd and goal coming up.
Here we go.
On the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Davis. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense now. They haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
And the golden flashes send out the punt unit. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Back to throw, it's Sperry. Fires left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Robinson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise. We have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
The Golden Flashes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Tries to do it himself on the draw. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
To throw, it's Sperry. Using the quick game. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's White. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Gonna run it. It's Lucas. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line. So now on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
How How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the golden flashes line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Throwing right. He's got it. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking to scramble. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Punts it out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. A strike downfield. A lot of room to the right. Pass attempt. Touchdown, Kent State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far.
Looking deep down the right side. And this one will be ruled incomplete. Made the catch, but just couldn't stay in bounds.
Nice job by the defense there.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to Davis. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Looking to pass, it's Sperry. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he missed it. No good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Grabbed over the middle. It's Martin. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. On the run, fires downfield. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. UTEP is in front. They've owned the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 10 over ULM. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for that. turn to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. From the gun, running back on the move. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's now 3rd down.
And the Seminoles are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Going to throw it over the top of the D. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Quarterback empties his backfield. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Banks. Oh, there's the ball. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Cole. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
The Noles need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Golden Flashes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Cole. Right on the money. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Golden Flashes will call on their punt team. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got his man downfield. It's a seam wide open. The tag. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. Started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
52, Kent State, 10.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He'll keep it himself. Can't get him to the ground. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gives it on the option. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Golden Flashes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a throw downfield late. Catch inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Golden Flashes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Back to pass, it's Cole. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He'll take another shot here. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. This is what an elite team does. They know their best.